1,000 American soldiers asked themselves, why me? Why me? Why me? The day that changed their life forever. The draft is a judgment day. The only way out is if the young soldier were to flee. It is America's fault that the young soldiers and their mothers must solemnly say goodbye to each other. Guilt surrounds them with their pivotal decision to flee or stay, giving them no decision other than to go to war and die, because there's no other way. They wish to someday fly, but in reality, their only decision is to say goodbye. 500,000 muster up the courage to leave their loved ones they originally sought. Instead, they must march into that damn forest to rot. But why die? Die for what? 15,058 soldiers died in a battle that did not concern us, forcing the protest and instability among the American government, saying the war is not just. You can call me a hippie because I want peace, but in actuality, I want this conflict to cease.
A soldier is convinced he's bathed in victory, but in reality, it is Agent Orange. Future kids jeopardized for a selfless dedication to history. Mutations formed within the rungs of mutiny. The despair of the wife, drowned out with the pills and Dos Equis. The most interesting man in the world, in life. Everyone is that man. But the officials insist to protect our nation under God from the omniscient communist. Mao Zedong, Ho Chi Minh, following the legacy of Lenin. Nixon, Johnson, 2 jumpy presidents. Vietnam, over 7,000 miles away. Soldiers tossing, soldiers turning, soldiers struggling to obey. My Lai, the massacre of the innocent. Gunshots at anyone with paler skin pigment. Boasting, the inflation of kill counts. For what? For what? A bloodthirsty nation, seeing red. A nation in which soldiers were bred to fight the battles the government led. Leaving the chopper, feeling the dread, wondering if you'll ever sleep in your bed. The Last Supper, relish the wine, relish the bread, as the patriotism bled from the hearts of Americans misled. Soldiers fighting for the red, blue, and white, yet I only see needless bloodshed in the thick of the fight.
How can we be proud to call ourselves Americans when our soldiers are forced to act like bloodthirsty barbarians and politicians just sign a piece of paper with a pen dipped in the blood of the innocent? They're responsible for murder, but escape imprisonment because they claim that war is a justifiable instrument. Geopolitical conflict, we resort to military intervention like some desperate drug addict. But in reality, we didn't have to send our sisters and brothers, our grandparents, our fathers, or our mothers, but we did. So let's look at the numbers. 1.5 million died in combat, 4 million injured when shot at, 7,500 women served in the Vietnam War. That's 7,500 mothers and daughters that closed the door on their family as they swore they would come back. But that was before the phone call, dropping their loved ones to the floor because they would never see him anymore. But for what? To make sure the Iron Curtain was closed shut? That killing people would save the world from a force that was feared just because the idea was from a foreign source? Communism, democracy, fascism, whatever the institution, it's the human nature that's creating the pollution. The government claims that widespread execution is the only way that will find a solution to Vietnam's lack of democratic evolution. But this is all just a big illusion, for there's no way that we can find retribution for our sins. But what we've done isn't right. With bomb planes flying in the night, showcasing the merciless democratic might. The great American tragedy.
But it isn't just American, it's human.
A tragedy self-inflicted.
And that's the hypocrisy.
We can learn from our mistakes.
And change what we do.
For war or for peace.
The choice is up to you.